Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we have a lot of transfer news, especially from Chelsea, City and Liverpool, and a bit of Napoli and a bit of Real Madrid on the salt. So the first big news, I think everybody will know, that the Ipswich striker Liam Delap, 22 years old, has been confirmed. Here we go, to Chelsea. United were linked with him, but unfortunately that didn't go through because they're shit. No, just jokes apart. Basically, he had a link with the Enzo Maresca, and that's why it was very good. And the player wanted to go to Chelsea. He wanted to go there. He wanted to play there as he knew who the manager was. He knew Enzo, and plus, obviously, it's a team that's in the Champions League, so no brainer. The cost was there. Chelsea has paid the release cost, which was 30 million euros, or what was it said? 30 million pounds, euros, something like that. Can't remember. It will be around the same. If it's pounds, it will be like 26, 27 pounds. But yeah, it was 30 million euros, something like that. And yeah, what do I think about it as a Chelsea fan? The thing is, I don't know, because I know he's played for Ipswich. I know he scored like 11 goals or something, but I think one thing we need to understand, he has played in the Premier League, so maybe that could be good for us, that he does have experience playing in the Premier League. But Ipswich were bad, like, they were awful. They were bottom of the table. But it does not cater to one player. Like for example, when Brentford are not doing that well, Ivan Toney still scored amazing goals, and maybe. So maybe if he comes and maybe Enzo knows what he's doing, maybe he knows that he does have the potential to make him very good, and maybe he will suit the our team, the way our team plays, and maybe he knows how to nurture him, and maybe he could be the solution to our striker problem. I was hoping for a bigger name like Osman or someone, or maybe is this another backup striker? We do have a backup striker, Nicholas Jackson, but Jackson sometimes does miss his open goal, so maybe it's our aim to sell him, and that's why we're getting delap, and then we're going to get another striker. Who knows? We have to see. Oh, the Club World Cup is coming up, so we have to see what there is. Obviously, apparently there was rumors going and that Ronaldo might come to Chelsea. Fabrizio hasn't said anything yet. I'll only trust Fabrizio when he says something. That's when I'll be like, okay, cool. And that's why I report. All my reporting is from Fabrizio Romano, because he's the most trustable guy. Um, and also with Chelsea, Nkunku will leave Chelsea this summer, and contracts are starting soon. They're gonna discuss about it, who's gonna buy him and stuff. I think it's good because Nkunku unfortunately has not worked, and I think we were linked to some attacking midfielder. I don't know who, but most likely I think we were linked to someone. But let's see, maybe because we've got Palmer, Maduiki, and this Palmer obviously does that role very well, and most likely I think Jao Felix is on a loan, but he will come back. So we got Felix there as well, and then apparently we were linked with someone else as well. And Nkunku has not been great, so I get it why we're selling him, even though we did spend a lot of money on this guy. Like if you think about it, Nkunku was the one who was depended to be the one, that the big signing, and he was the one to get it. Palmer was a little signing. Palmer was like 10, 15, 20 million. We got him, and then somehow he turned out to be good because Nkunku got injured. He was not even going to play. The reason Pochettino put Palmer on was because Nkunku got injured, and then what a find we got. So yeah, but unfortunately, it's always not the big signings, it's always the little signings that sometimes they do give a huge impact. That's why with the Ipswich one, I'm happy we've spent 30 million, like 28 to 27 million pounds, because whenever we spend a little bit of money, those players usually turn out to be good. But even the others like Enzo, Casido, they're doing well as well. The midfield does look solid. But Nkunku, I get it. It's, yeah, he's not smashing it. So I get why, and for the player as well. Next up we've got is Napoli. Obviously they have renewed Conte's contract, which everybody's happy about. Obviously, why wouldn't they? He made you in the Serie A again. Last year you were like eighth in the position. The year before they won it, but then they were eighth or something. And this year he came in and straight away got you the Serie A. And now the next priority is to get Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, I'm not joking. Their aim is to get Kevin De Bruyne. The Napoli director said, we feel closer to getting Kevin De Bruyne deal done. We are definitely close. That will be insane. Like for Napoli's squad, that would be good. And for Man City, that could weaken the squad because Roger, we see when he got injured, it was quite bad. And Kevin De Bruyne is another crucial player for Man City, but obviously he's getting old as well. But we don't have to worry about City. City will buy someone else and make them the next Kevin because that's what they usually do. And on that topic, they're already getting ready to sign someone as well. Manchester City have already contacted for the 21-year-old Ryan Cherky, who is playing at Lyon currently for attacking midfielder position. So they already have are looking at options for Kevin De Bruyne if he leaves, most likely. They've already found a person. Chicory, I did look at his stats and stuff. Looks decent, and I think with Pep, with the stuff, Man City always scout good players, and I think this could be a good deal. We don't know how much money yet because it's just negotiate. Like the negotiations ain't even have started. It's like they scout it, they look at it, and the negotiations will break. And when more stuff comes out, obviously I will tell about it. That's my job. Next thing is Manchester City again. Also have an issue built for the 26-year-old Tijani Regenders. Um, which has been received by AC Milan. They have I think it was like, what was it, like 60 mil? Yeah, 60 mil, I think it was. Yeah, 60 mil euros. Proposal was worth around 60 mil euros, including add ons. But AC Milan does want more money in order to leave this midfielder. I did check. He does look quite good. He has been playing for Milan quite a while. He looks good. The negotiations are advancing and they're underway today. And City and Milan both are talking about the money. Obviously, City has uh, like asked for 60 mil, but Milan wants more money. So let's see what happens. I think I can't say his name. His name is Tijani. Let me see. What's his name? Tijani Regenders. No, Tijani Regenders. Please tell me down in the comments how you pronounce that. And they are underway talks for him right now. He plays in a midfield position, and it looks like City are making their midfield area stronger, which most likely was the weak point after Rodri got injured and one of the reasons why things didn't flow up. So it looks like City are going to come back hard. And with coming back hard, Real Madrid, we all know they have bought the Trent Alexander-Arnold. Their team looks packed. Their team just looks madness right now. We know for quite a long while that Trent has signed. And another big thing is that the release clause for this player is going to be 1 billion. I'm not lying. 1 billion, which is madness, but nobody's going to pay for it because that is a lot of money. And most likely, that's why Real Madrid has put that money on because they know nobody else can pay that much of money apart from them. Even Man City, I don't think so they can do that. So yeah, apart from them, nobody can pay that much of a money, and they do want Trent for a long time. And I think let's see how it goes for Trent. A new journey, a new place. I think he's going to perform well. And City and Real Madrid, as I said in my last video as well, they're going to come back again. They're going to win the La Liga again, most likely dominating the Champions League again. This usually happens. One year they don't do well, second year they just come back. It was happening under the previous manager. I forgot what his name is. I'm sorry. He's manager for Brazil now. He managed Chelsea as well. I know what he did, but I can't remember his name. But yeah, after him now, Xabi Alonso has came. He's a good manager as well. So and the team is great. So what else? And next up with Liverpool, they have bought their new right back. They've officially announced as well, which is Jeremy Frimpong, which has been officially announced. I think it's from Bayern Leverkusen, if I'm not wrong. And this right back cost him 35, 29 million euros. I'm sure. I don't know if it was Arsenal or Man U. Please tell me because I remember I've heard this name before for Pong. Someone was linked. Maybe Liverpool might have been linked last year. I can't remember. Last year someone was linked with him. But I think this is a good deal. Once you got Trent away, got another. You got his not backup, like his replacement. That's the question. That's the question. That's the answer. Uh, you've got his replacement, and let's see how he does. I think Liverpool usually are good with their scouting, same as City. They usually get good players, and especially when they pay low, they get high rewards. But paying from paying low, there's another news which I'm shocked at. Madness, how much money they're paying for this player. We're going to talk about Wirtz, the attacking midfielder, which I recently talked about. I said they're paying 40 million. I was wrong. I was like, that's a bargain if they did that. No, they are paying about 130 million euros, which is 109 million euros is on the table, and this is expected to happen very soon. The negotiations are going very well with the player, with the team, and the price on is 130 million. We might, like according to Fabrizio, we might hear here we go anytime soon. Maybe by the end of this night, there might be a here we go. By tomorrow, there will be a here we go. It's a very close deal. I think Woods is a very good player, but is he worth 109 million pounds? I think loads of players we've bought are not worth that money, like Enzo, Castillo, even though they're doing very well, but I still think they're not worth that much money. And Woods is a good player, but it is quite a lot of money. But in this day and age, I think if you're gonna buy a player who is quite hyped up, quite up in the market, some people want to buy him, the price usually goes up. It was the same with Casido. It was the same with Enzo, and obviously with Wirtz. I think it's like that as well. And I think Liverpool are very close. And if they get them, let's see how they do and how Wirtz will do. They're signing him as the attacking midfielder. I personally have seen him. He looks good. So let's see Liverpool starting off strong. Man City starting off strong. Chelsea, my club, I think we've got a player done, but we need to buy a few more players. I can't say we started off strong because delap is a player I don't know how he is going to do. He played for a team like with Man City signings, you can see maybe where it's going, but with Liverpool, you can see solid signings are coming in. With Chelsea, we have bought delap. I have checked everything. He looks good. So I think Chelsea is off to a good start, I would say. The leaders are already to a solid start, I will say. And yeah, and Arsenal, I think, are linked to a few players as well. And yeah, let's see how it goes. This transfer window is feeling way more active and way more better than last year's. Last year's was dead. I remember I had to cover like whatever I could see. It started hyping up in end of August. Remember when West Ham and all of that deals, especially with Chelsea as well. We started getting later. I don't know what happened last year. Maybe it was the fair play or something like that. Maybe they've relaxed it a little bit because they saw what happened last year and how bad it was. But hopefully this year the transfer window is more active and my club gets some good signing and we get ready. Obviously, the Club World Cup is coming. That's why it's quite early as well. So that could be another reason as well why it's happening like that and why maybe Chelsea is more active. So hopefully we get more players. And if the Ronaldo rumor gets true, I'll be gassed with it. But that is it for today, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and peace!